It's the day I look forward to every 9 months. Garlic harvest time. It's been about 9 months since I planted 600 cloves of garlic in this patch here behind me, and today on August 1st I am harvesting them. I usually harvest all of my garlic in July, and honestly I probably could have done this about 2 weeks ago. But I had a farm tour event that was coming up, and I wanted to make sure the areas of my garden were full and had something to look at, because there's a lot of things that are ready for harvest right now. So this week is a big week for me on getting a lot of things harvested and put up. Yesterday I pulled up 111 onions, and today I'm tackling the patch of garlic, and I'm hoping by the end of it we have close to 600 bulbs of garlic. I'm sure not all of them came up, but I think we'll get pretty close. So I pulled up a couple already and got a nice size one right here. Pretty sure this is the music variety. I always get really nice big bulbs with music. Before I get started, if you want to know how to plant garlic and what that whole process looks like, I have a video tutorial on how to plant garlic. It was actually filmed while I planted this whole patch of garlic last year, and I will include that link in the description below so you can check out how to plant garlic. You're going to want to plant your garlic in the fall if you are in a northern climate like me in Northeast Ohio, Zone 6A. I grow the hardneck variety of garlic, which does better in a northern climate. And you plant garlic in the fall. So I have a lot of garlic related content available on my YouTube channel here at Bloom and Wilt Gardens, and have a playlist with all the topics around garlic: how to plant garlic, how to harvest garlic, what garlic scapes are and what to do with them, as well as different shorts on tips and tricks all about growing garlic. Garlic is one of my favorite crops to grow. It's so easy. Literally, you plant it and then you forget about it for 9 months and then you pull it out. So I really haven't done anything with this garlic patch. It's just doing its thing, growing, and we've got some really nice bulbs coming out of it. So in this video, it's going to be just a harvest video. I do have a how to harvest garlic and kind of more in depth that I will include below, but for today it's just going to be me harvesting a lot of garlic, and at the end we're going to count and see how many we actually got. So hoping to get this done fairly quickly. This is called a bulbous, and this is the garlic trying to make seeds. So I had some plants that I didn't cut off the scapes and they flowered, and this is what it looks like when it makes seed. So I'm going to also save these and then attempt planting garlic seed to see what that process is like. These ones are really dry. Oh, okay. So I'm like halfway done. I'm getting tired already. It does 600 garlic plants really don't look like a lot, but when you get in there and actually pulling them up one by one, there are a lot. And some are small, some are really small bulbs, but I planted some really small cloves. So small cloves will equal smaller bulbs. I'm gonna count every single one of these individual plants as a win. I got 4 more rows to go. That was a lot of work. All right, they're all up. All the garlic. Now I gotta count them because I wanna know how many I got. And I'm going to lay them out in my greenhouse to dry and cure. When you pull the garlic up out of the ground, it's pretty damp because it's been in the ground, and we've actually been having a lot of rain. So you can't store these until the outer skins have gotten very dry and paper-like, so they need to be in ideally a dark, kind of cool location. I'm gonna put in my greenhouse. It is not dark in there, nor is it very cool, but I'm just gonna see what happens. Last year I had them out in our barn and that worked out great, but I'm trying to use my greenhouse more, and yeah, I'm just gonna put them in there. So keep an eye on them, make sure they don't get too crispy. $50. 50 number 2. So we've got 100. $50. 250. $50. 400. $50. 500. 515. Counted these out in sections of 50, and I am at 515 total. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, and 15. I'm still 75 plants short from what I actually planted last fall. I planted 600 cloves, so I should have a total of 600 garlic bulbs and plants here, but 75 of them, maybe they're left in the ground and they died back and I can't see them. Maybe an animal ate them. Maybe one of my friends took them. I don't know. It's all good though. I mean, 515 is a lot of garlic. So you're probably like, what would you do with all that garlic anyways? Well, we will use a lot of it. So half of that harvest here, where is it? Half of this harvest will ultimately get replanted. I save half of all the cloves from each year and then I replant them the next season. And that's how I've been able to double my garlic supply year after year without having to buy any. So we'll see about replanting those. I have a lot of really small bulbs that I pulled up. I didn't take much care this year to fertilize this spring. I fertilized in the fall when I planted, but I didn't fertilize this spring or summer. And I probably should have. They would have preferred some bone meal for a nice feeding, and I didn't do that. So that could be part of the reason why. I also did plant them very close together in this space because I was trying to fit all of them in this area without having to dig up new soil. So I did plant some closer together, and that can attribute to the size. I have some smaller bulbs that may or may not be good for replanting. I'm not going to be too concerned about all that right now. My last thing I have to do, so I can call it a day out here, is move them all into my greenhouse so they can dry out. I did pull up some garlic about a week ago just to see how it was, and this has been drying in the greenhouse now for a little over a week. And they look nice and white and bright and pretty. These are actually probably ready to go inside, so I think I'll probably take these ones in the house and make room for, you know, the other 500. All the goodness in this greenhouse right now. So there's the onions I harvested yesterday, and then every spare space I have in here has garlic on it. Been working on collecting seeds. This is coriander, cilantro seeds. So now I let these garlic dry out. Probably it won't take too long. I would assume maybe a week, maybe two. I'll just keep an eye on them. I'll come out here and, you know, turn them over and make sure that they're all getting enough airflow so that way they can dry and not get moldy. We don't want moldy garlic. And then once they're all drying, then I cut the stems off. I'll just kind of cut them like right here and keep them in a mesh linen bag. And that's how I store my garlic. I haven't tried really braiding them. I don't really have the space to braid and hang garlic in my house, so just storing them in a bag works for me. And half of all of these will end up getting replanted in the ground this October or November. So stay tuned for the next garlic planting. I'm hot and tired already, ready for a break. Pulling up 515 garlic plants is a lot. First thing in the morning. If you enjoy my garden content videos, please make sure to follow me on social media at Facebook, Instagram at Bloomin' Gardens, or on TikTok at Lex in the Garden. I share a lot of short form video, gardening tips, tricks, and hacks, harvest related video, as well as pictures and posts about what's going on our garden and homestead throughout the week. Hope you check me out on those platforms. And if you're excited about planting garlic this fall, drop the word garlic down below in the comments and I will send you the link to my garlic playlist so that you can learn all about growing garlic and getting that into your own home gardens. It's a really easy crop to grow, and I recommend even just a beginner gardener trying out garlic because really you just plant it and forget about it. Thanks for being with me today on this garlic harvest, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.